All right, you might have one of these Honda Accords or something of the sort, but I have this 2015 Honda Accord Sport, and a key. There's a small like that small light right there. It's flashing red, and the car is not opening with the key fob, so you can hear the car outside, but that light is just flashing intermittently to indicate that the battery is dying on here. Sure enough, you could just grab the secondary key, but it's just best to just replace the key fob. So what I'm going to show you, hopefully, is just replace this battery in here. I actually don't have a replacement battery yet, but I'm gonna grab one from the store or purchase it online or something. But what you're gonna need is a small screwdriver. In which case, I got this little Husky set. Actually, I picked this up recently, and you can see the screw. It's very small. It'll be pretty obvious. I mean, if you're having this issue, you're gonna notice that it's pretty small. So in my set here, I'm gonna look for the smallest Phillips screw. Well, not the smallest one, but relatively small. What I don't want to do is like round this this screw out. I know it's pretty hard to see, but you'll see it when it comes out. So, and then this actually comes with a little driver. Slip it in there. All right, so just gonna try to remove this lefty loosey, righty tighty. So just get it in there, make sure it's not gonna, and there it is. Make sure you're not gonna like strip it out or something. There you go, coming out. All right, and then you just make sure you don't lose this thing. So you can see, I mean, it's still hanging on to the tip, but of the screwdriver, it's pretty small. It looks like it has blue Loctite on it to keep it secure, but you don't need to replace it with blue Loctite. So I'm just gonna put it here in one of these magnetic bowls to keep me from losing it. So you have the screw removed, and then I don't know if you can see on the side right there, you have this little divot, this little notch right here. You just want to get something of the sort, like let's see, even in this kit, I could go back in this kit and grab a flat screwdriver, like one of these or something. But I have this pocket screwdriver that I'm going to use, and all you do is, let me see if I can get a good angle, probably pour light in or something. See if I can get an extra set of lights. All right, that might help the cause. Just make sure it doesn't fall. It's magnetic, so we'll stick it right here. Let's see, maybe that will help. All right, there we go. So all I'm gonna do is, and of course I'm gonna create my own shadow blocking this thing. So all I'm gonna do is like just put the tip of the screwdriver in this little slot, and I'm gonna twist left or right, doesn't matter. Twist, and as you can see, it pops it, at least on one side. So it popped it on that side. This side is still attached, and I can just use my finger and like kind of pry it apart. Just be mindful, however long you've had this car, so 2015, about 5 years, it could be gummed up, you know, depends on how much, you know, crap it goes through. So it might be a little bit sticky, but once you have it popped on one side, like it is right now, you should just be able to use your hand and pull up on it and pull it apart without breaking anything. And now you have the two pieces separated. This piece, you can see I just lost a rubber piece back here. Let's see what this is for. Trying to see where that fell from. Looks like doesn't look like I broke any. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what that is. If a piece came off or something. Oh, not sure, actually. It's just a piece of plastic, so I'm not concerned about it. When I put it back together, if it's not functioning, then I'll save this small piece. So we'll just put it over here in our little bowl. And basically, you can just go back to using your pocket screwdriver. Go back to using your pocket screwdriver to pop this thing out, this battery, just to see what it is. Just take note of what side the battery is facing down. So this side, you can see there's no writing or anything on it. So we're just gonna pop it out, being careful not to like break anything else, like I just did. Popped it out. It leaves it looking like that. Yeah, pop it out. Just slide off the table, and on this battery, it's gonna be a Panasonic CR1620, 3 volts. And it's made in Indonesia, so it doesn't really matter. Panasonic. So we'll just get a replacement for that. Pop it back in. I don't have a replacement. I'm still trying to figure out where that little piece came from. If this thing is all gummed up around the edges, it might be worthwhile to just clean it up. Just so it's easier to come apart next time, or it makes it easier. You know, kind of gummed up, you just kind of clean up, usually the edge of your screwdriver to just run around the edges or something. Whatever you have on hand, just easily clean it up. It's not that big of a deal. Same on this side. Just kind of clean up the edges. If you don't want to like mar the key up or something, scratch it up or something, you might be able to get away with something softer to like pry it apart. But anyway, so say we had a new battery. Actually, let's see, I might have a new battery. So I do have a new battery, but is it the same? Let's see. So CRC, I say it was 1620. CRC 1620. And this is CRC 1616 from Energizer. So it looks to be about the same size. It's just a different manufacturer, so I'm not sure if they actually label them differently. I doubt it. I think this one is from my Acura, but it does not hurt trying. See if it works. If it works, then I'm not gonna complain. So we're gonna try to replace this with an Energizer. So this was what I was talking about initially. Take note of what side is facing up or down. And we're going to face the side with all the letters and numbers. We're going to face down. Kind of fits in there, kind of loose. Somewhat. And then you just want to pretty much, So the way I'm gonna align it, that little divot right there that you can see on the front by the screw hole, I'm just gonna align it with this with the key itself, and it just sits in there. Kind of just sits in there. You can see it just sits like, and then I'm just gonna guide it all the way around and squeeze, and it should pop back in place. So that's enough of pop. That's creates enough of a contact. So I'm gonna see if it opens the car from in here. This here. Yep, you can hear the car out there going off. So I think it's just a manufacturer's number. That's just, it's kind of different, but I might have just been in luck. So, but if I were you, I would just replace it with a CR 1620. A CR 1620 just to be on the safe side. After you do that, you're pretty much done. And as you can tell, all I have to do is reinsert the screw. Sorry, I'm getting out of focus here. Out of view. Put it back in, and then righty-tighty. This tip is magnetic, which is good for these small screws. So we're just gonna, or it can be a helper. All right, so reinsert it, and you don't need to tighten it down too much so you don't strip it out. You just want to get it in, get it firm, snugged up. As you can see, it took a little bit of effort to pull it apart, and this thing is so small and down in there, it's not gonna. So there you go, keys replaced. I don't know if you can hear the car outside, but you might not be able to hear it unlock. I can hear it unlock the driver's side door and the remaining doors, and then when I close it, one click I hear it close, and then the second click I hear the beep. So yeah, man, everything good with this now. So yeah, this is if you have a 2015 Honda Accord Sport, and it should work for if you have any type of key fob like this. Like I said, unscrew it, get some kind of prying instrument, put it in this slot right here, and then you just want to twist left or right, and it's just gonna pop it open, and then you just use your finger to pop it apart. Anyway, I hit that. This, if you're concerned, which I'm not really concerned about, I'm just gonna throw it away because I don't really know where this come from. This little piece obviously doesn't affect the operation of it so far. So anyway, that's it for this one. Boom.